What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka All Fires Right on Time, and as promised, the first official trailer for What If Season 3, which drops next month on December 22nd and runs until the end of the year with daily releases. Now, we're going to go through this thing. There are a ton of Easter eggs packed in here. Try to point out which characters are which, who is who, and what episodes they're in. We know some of the episode titles, or at least can match some of the rumored titles to the scenes we're seeing in this trailer, and there are some really interesting frames that are only up for a couple of seconds. We'll make sure to freeze frame those and talk about what's going on. And of course, the enormous reveal that the scoop was right. Storm is indeed in this episode, and she will be wielding MJOLNIR, voiced by none other than Alison Seeley Smith, who voices her on X-Men 97. We're breaking down the brand new trailer for What If Season 3, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. I know some of you have been watching videos here at the channel and maybe haven't subscribed yet. I would just kindly encourage you to do so if you appreciate the content, and of course, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so the first frame we get is of Monica Rambeau and Sam Wilson's Captain America from the Mech episode. We then see Spectral Vision, Nebula, Korg, and Groot. We then get a shot of what is definitely Riri Williams as Ironheart. And interestingly enough, if you look real close behind her, apparently there's other people in what look like Iron Man suits or something close to that, maybe even bots of her own making. We then get a shot of Wenwu, that's Shang-Chi's father, and we know that's from the rumored episode title, What If Wenwu's Story Was Told, as a Western. Now, the next shot we get, including this group shot with Wong and Okoye, is actually from the Spectral Vision episode. We know that because later frames we're going to see in this trailer include these characters fighting Spectral Vision. We then get a very curious frame of What If Maria Rambeau was Captain Marvel, surrounded by, interestingly enough, villains that look like Watchers, but they're not. And then this frame of everybody beaming in like Thanos, except you can pretty clearly tell that's Nick Fury in front, and to his right there, that's definitely Agent Coulson. And I suspect this may be from an episode rumored to be What If Thanos had attacked New York in that original Battle of New York. We then get a quick scene out of an episode that's going to include Darcy and Howard the Duck, the long-awaited arrival of Howard the Duck. And although I don't think it's the Grandmaster ship, it definitely looks very similar to a Sakaran ship there that they're flying. We then get Dormammu coming through a portal, what looks like Zeus coming down through the clouds, and I'm guessing this is from the Maria Rambeau episode because we see her flying alongside what looks like one of the Valkyrie ships later in this trailer. We then get another shot of Wong on his way to fight Spectral Vision, our first look at Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight in the Mech episode, Maria Rambeau falling to her knees, and then this planet destroying. We'll talk about that in just a second. Then we cut to some decent frames from the Mech episode. We know that Sam Wilson will be one. There's the Moon Knight mech. We believe one of these is War Machine. Maria Rambeau's in one of them, and also one of them looks like they're Shang-Chi because it's red and what looks like using the 10 rings right here in this frame. Now, I'm pretty sure this is cut dialogue because he says Avenger Assemble instead of Avengers. We then get more scenes from the Wenwu set as a Western where he's doing karate against a bunch of cowboys, some scenes from the Red Guardian Winter Soldier team-up episode that was the first leaked trailer. Then we see Maria Rambeau again flying alongside what looks like the Valkyrie ship. In the foreground, you can see what look like Ultron bots there. So I'm guessing the Spectral Vision episode is Ultron in Spectral Vision's body, and Maria Rambeau is teamed up with these same heroes that we see with Wong. They're all trying to battle Spectral Vision. Now here we are with another planet exploding, and this time there's literally an Avengers A inside the planet. Now there are two episodes that could have exploding planets or / exploding Earths in them. The first one is rumored to be What If Tiamat actually emerged, and we also see one of the Celestials later in a quick frame, so it could be from that. The other world-destroying episode was also said to be What If Surtur had attacked Earth, and I'm wondering if the Mech episode isn't them fighting Surtur in their mechs. Either one would be capable of destroying a planet, but it's super curious why the explosion left the Avengers symbol and behind. It would almost imply that the detonation was meant to make this symbol in its wake, as if the Avengers were the ones responsible for it, so we'll have to wait and see what in the world this actually is. Now notice the blue there. It definitely matches the whole hue and color of this scene here, where we have multiple Watchers talking down to what looks like our Uatu the Watcher down in the left-hand corner. Now these voices are first presented as what looks like a huge machine, and I'm theorizing that this is actually the rumored Mysterio episode and that these three Watchers are simply illusions. Mysterio's just obviously leveled up somewhat. This also could be adding up to the culmination of the storyline that's been running through Season 1 and Season 2 with Captain Carter and be part of the finale, which if it's not Mysterio creating these and these are actual Watchers, well then yeah, I would guess that's probably true. Now, speaking of which, in one of these very next frames, this actually looks like Mysterio if you zoom in close enough with the fishbowl helmet. Could be that he's controlling, again, all of those illusions. It definitely seems implied that way by the number of wires that he's controlling from whatever the heck this is. We then get a shot of spectral vision coming out of a trapdoor, and there's sort of an illusion going on here. Those look like they're sentinel-sized, but they're not. That's just the camera being on the ground, and in the foreground, their legs look much bigger than they are. Those are definitely the same bots that we see in earlier frames fighting against Maria Rambeau. We then see what looks like Arishem. That's obviously from the What If team that emerged. We get an episode of Kahori and Captain Marvel fighting alongside each other in an extension of their storyline from Season 2. We then get a bunch of frames of the characters involved in the season, with a follow-up to the title card, none other than Storm showing up wielding MJOLNIR, as the rumors had implied. Marvel themselves had even semi-confirmed it earlier this week when they talked about a huge character making her appearance. She's obviously from the multiverse and wielding Thor's hammer, which is something that happened in the comics. They even went that way with her costume, and this again is from the finale and what we assume is the follow-up, Kahori and Captain Marvel, and basically Guardians of the Multiverse storyline that's been running through the previous 2 seasons. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below, how hype you are for What If Season 3. Obviously, I did not get every Easter egg and character in the trailer, so if you saw one that you feel like pointing out down in the comments, definitely do it. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Okay, we're still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel, and we're still going to do that until the PlayStation 5 Pro comes out, then we'll switch over. We just gave one away for the finale of Agatha all along, and we have another one coming up for the finale of What If, which goes live next season. Next year is actually going to be a banger, because we give one away with every Marvel release, and next year there's at least 6 or 7 of them. If you want to be entered to win for any of the other giveaways we do, say through the holiday season, all the same rules will always apply. It's super simple. All you got to do is be a subscriber, so hit the sub button, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will always be announced at the end of videos in the same segment we're doing here, live with my voice, and a winning comment when there is one shown on screen. So please be safe and vigilant on YouTube, really any platform. If you should get a comment from an obvious spammer using some content creator's photo trying to claim that you've won a prize, but then wants your information on third-party app, never ever give them your information. That is so unsafe. It's just a ruse. They're all just trying to get you to pay for shipping for a prize that doesn't exist. Keep in mind, no content creator, myself included, will ever charge you for shipping if you should win something. That's kind of part of the deal. It'd be hilarious if we did that. We would never do that, so please be safe and vigilant. If you should get a spam comment like that, and unfortunately, they're still all over the platform, even though they've left my channel alone for a while. If you should get a comment like that, simply report it directly to YouTube. I guarantee you that the content creator, the YouTuber, already knows, and by reporting it to YouTube, they will delete it even faster and the account. So not only has the comment gone from the page and you're helping that content creator out, but everywhere they've commented across YouTube will also now be gone. You're really just doing the entire YouTube community a service. The best way to keep up with the content at the channel has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes under the name AllFires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking out my music, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.